I'm going to share several critical things about prolonged fasting that you need to know. Fasting is very simple. It shouldn't be that hard. Some people overthink it, but the simple things that are powerful often get overlooked. Hi, it's Health Clips Daily. Let's dive in. That's what fasting is. Mind-blowingly simple, yet highly effective. It's actually incredible to think that the absence of food, just not eating, can create so many powerful health effects. If you haven't tried fasting, I recommend giving it a shot to understand its benefits firsthand. To truly grasp fasting's power, you should compare it to something opposite, snacking. When you look at what snacking does to your body, it is absolutely devastating. Out of all the things that negatively influence your health, snacking is at the top because it causes chronic insulin elevation, leading to a multitude of health problems. In fact, I believe you can't ever heal your body through frequent meals. We've been led to think that food heals us, and while food is nourishing, real healing comes from not eating. The idea that breakfast is the most important meal is a total myth. I used to promote that before I learned otherwise. And what about bedtime snacks for kids, or the advice that you should never miss a meal? Honestly, I don't know who started that. Probably the snack food industry. And for some reason, that industry doesn't like me. Looking at snacking specifically, snacking makes you hungrier because it involves eating small amounts of calories and stimulates insulin, which then lowers blood sugar about an hour and a half later. This cycle actually promotes more hunger, not a faster metabolism. Snacking also keeps your blood sugar low, making it impossible to fix hypoglycemia. In fact, it slows your metabolism and ability to lose weight because constant insulin increase promotes insulin resistance. Plus, eating right after a snack can make you feel sleepy or sluggish. While eating can temporarily reduce moodiness and grouchiness, soon after, about an hour later, your blood sugars drop again and the moodiness returns. Throughout history, many great thinkers have spoken about fasting. Hippocrates said to eat when you are sick, fueling illness. The Greek philosophers, Pythagoras, required fasting for his students to think more clearly. Plato and Aristotle were advocates of fasting. Ben Franklin said the best medicine is rest and fasting. Mark Twain believed that a little starvation could do more for the sick than the best doctors or medicine. Another interesting point, your fat, the adipose tissue, came about during times of food scarcity. It developed as a survival mechanism, an efficient way to store energy and prolong fuel during famine. When people complain about a slow or damaged metabolism, they're actually describing an efficient one that allows survival on minimal food by storing fat. The key to fat loss is mimicking starvation, not increasing food intake. The difference between fasting and starvation is control. In fasting, you're in control. You could eat if you want, but you're choosing not to. Starvation, on the other hand, means you're being controlled by external factors because there's no food. The secret to losing fat is prolonged fasting. Its health benefits are remarkable. Now, I'll share 7 critical things you need to know. First, when doing fasting, you should only drink water, tea, or coffee. It's important to take supplements because many people today are deficient in nutrients. During fasting, your body becomes super efficient at holding nutrients and your requirements decrease. But you can still be deficient in trace minerals, electrolytes, and B vitamins. I recommend taking electrolytes and B vitamins. Vitamin D and vitamin C are also good options. Avoid branched-chain amino acids and snacks as they inhibit a process called autophagy, a powerful cellular cleanup that fasting triggers. Autophagy recycles damaged proteins, fights pathogens, supports long-term survival, and heals damaged mitochondria, the root cause of cancer. That's why prolonged fasting is considered one of the best solutions for cancer. Autophagy involves recycling damaged proteins, including those linked to Alzheimer's, like amyloid plaques, and proteins involved in chronic inflammation, such as from diabetes. Fasting can reduce inflammation overall and help autoimmune conditions. It's recycling that damaged proteins, muscles, enzymes, and cellular pathways that are essential for health. During fasting, ensure you stay hydrated with water, tea, and coffee. Nothing else. Another key point, drink at least 2.5 liters of water. While some advocate dry fasting, I don't recommend that. For most of us, water fasting is best. Interestingly, your body makes its own water from burning fat, but I'll save that for another video. Water intake is crucial because when fasting, your body first uses stored glycogen, blood sugar stored in muscles and liver. This initial phase causes significant fluid loss along with electrolytes. So replenishing those electrolytes, salt, potassium, magnesium, calcium, is critical to prevent heart issues and muscle weakness. Next, refeeding after fasting, especially fasts of 48 hours or more, is crucial. Don't do a big meal immediately. Especially avoid refined carbs and sugar. Rapidly reintroducing sugar shifts potassium out of the cells, which can cause dangerous imbalances, since nearly all potassium should remain inside cells. Instead, start with small, healthy foods, like a salad, a few eggs, nuts, or avocado, and wait a few hours before eating more. I learned this the hard way. Piling on a huge meal after fasting caused digestive distress. When doing a prolonged fast, expect ketones to make your body more acidic. Don't add apple cider vinegar, as it can increase acidity further, affecting your heart rhythm and sleep, causing symptoms like pounding in your ears or air hunger. If needed, small doses of baking soda can help neutralize excess acidity, especially if you're prone to gout. Moving on. After a prolonged fast, don't just return to eating the way you did before. Stick to a healthy, ketogenic approach. Returning to high carbs negates the benefits of fasting and promotes inflammation. The goal is to shift your metabolism from glucose dependence to fat and ketones. The brain, which relies on ketones, functions optimally when fat burning dominates. Regarding the dawn phenomenon, your blood sugar spikes in the morning without eating. This is due to your liver producing glucose because of ongoing insulin resistance. It's a normal process that may take months to improve. To manage it, go for a walk or use supplements like berberine or cinnamon to help decrease insulin resistance. Finally, know when to break your fast. Starting with small, healthy foods and easing back into normal eating is best. Don't rush to eat when you're not hungry. Let your body adapt slowly. Transitioning from glucose to fat as fuel takes time, and supplements like MCT oil or ketone esters can make the process smoother. If you push through initial hunger pains and discomfort, your body will adapt and you'll feel mentally sharp and physically good. In summary, proper fasting can be transformative. It's about control, mimicking starvation intentionally to unlock its incredible health benefits. If you want to learn more about optimizing insulin sensitivity, check out the video I recommend. That's all for today. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one.